one of those times when I wish I had taken my camera out. This is Rabbi Kolakowski recording my drive to work in Honesdale, Pennsylvania right now. And about 2-3 miles back, there was a bit of a traffic jam. And I was like, well, I'm trying to get to work. What's going on here? It looked like this girl was talking to someone in a pickup truck, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go around them. And she's like, no, stop. And I saw a rather medium-sized common snapping turtle crossing the road. So I should have taken my phone with me, because I was thinking, well, I'm going to just pick it up, because if you pick up a snapping turtle from the back, it can't bite you. It can only reach not even halfway around its shell. So, like Clint Laidlaw, Dr. Clint Laidlaw always says, if a turtle bites you, you're doing it wrong. So that's one thing. That's one reason I'm making this video, is just to educate about snapping turtles. If you hold them from the back, and now they can get pretty heavy. This one wasn't that big. Like I said, it was a medium-sized snapping turtle. Obviously, it was I would say she was. Usually if you're going to see a snapping turtle like that crossing the road, it's a mama who was going to try to lay her eggs. And I don't know why they always lay the eggs on the other side of the road. Because the babies, they all get run over. When I was walking to shul for mincha last Shabbos, it looked like a baby snapping turtle was just about to. The baby was just run over. It was a fresh kill, and that always makes me sad, because those things, they can live, for 100 years, and if they don't, most of them don't make it a day, But anyway. Another point about any turtle crossing the road, always have them go in the same direction that they're walking. Don't turn them around, or else they're just going to go and cross again. So the thing is, a snapping turtle can walk fairly quickly. So I just kind of, the only problem was she was walking sort of diagonal, but I just kind of just walked right behind her. I didn't have to pick her up. I just walked behind her, and she just kept on going. Once she was crossed over the other side, there was nothing left for me to do. So that was the story. And she had crossed, and I was able to get back in my car. And one of the people commented, "Oh, there's the turtle whisperer." So I guess next week I won't see him next week. I won't be here next week. A couple of weeks, if I remember, I'll let the Native American chief at work know, because he's from the Turtle Clan of the Lenape tribe. I'll let him know that I helped one of his people cross the street. That's what I was down in his area. He lives near I forgot the name of the town. Right offhand, Stroudsburg, that area. And I was over there, Stroudsburg, PA, and I saw it wasn't a snapping turtle. I don't know if it was a red-eared slider or something. It actually flipped over on her shell, and I turned her over and helped her cross the road and so forth, and I mentioned it to the chief, and he said, "Thank you for helping my people." So that was maybe I'll let him know. But that's so those are two things to know. If you see a turtle crossing the street, maybe we'll see another one as we're going. I know they were worried I was going to hit the turtle with my car or something. I love turtles, especially snapping turtles. I'm not going to be hitting the turtle with a car, at least not on purpose. There was enough room for me to get around it, but the thing was, I realized someone else might hit it, so that's why I got out. And my instinct was I was going to pick it up. I haven't even washed my hands afterwards. And I was like, I usually like to learn after, and those things, they're filled with all kinds of dirt and stuff. So I just helped her cross the road, and then that's it. So those are the 2 points, just to reiterate. If it's a snapping turtle, pick it up from the back, and always make sure it goes the direction what it is walking. Never turn it back in the opposite direction. Never bring it somewhere else. Never bring it home. I remember once, this is going back almost 30 years ago, not quite 28 years ago, 27 years ago, something like that. There was a red-eared slider or something like that crossing the road, maybe 10 miles away from our farm where I grew up, and we brought it home, and then the dogs ate it, so that was bad, so because we thought it'd be nice to have turtles on our property, but the dogs, I guess, thought it was nice too. So don't be relocating them. They are where they belong. Keep them where they are. Have them cross the street the direction they're going. If you got to pick them up from the back. And because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go get a shovel." I was like, "You don't need to get a shovel." That's the other thing. They'll just keep walking. If you chase them, because they want to get away from you, they're not out to get you. They just want to go lay their eggs. So if you just walk right behind a snapping turtle crossing the road, she's gonna just keep going, and that's probably gonna be the safest way to get her across the road. Because I've seen them book it. They can walk. I've seen even bigger ones. Last year, 2 years ago, I don't remember, but there was one that was pretty big, closer to me in Bethel, New York, and we just stopped and watched it cross the road. There was another Hasidic guy there. We all stopped just to watch this thing. That was a bigger one, and she made it across the road quicker than you would imagine a turtle would. Especially an aquatic turtle that just sits there all the time, most of the time, like a snapping turtle. So, but those things, I've seen some big ones around here. They're always lovely to see. They look kind of prehistoric. I love that tail. Looks like a dinosaur tail. It looks different than any other turtle tail that you see around here. So they're beautiful animals, and just respect them. Obviously, I remember when I was a kid, there was this guy who took different reptiles. I think he's still around. He goes to libraries and stuff. And he came to an event we had with the school when I was still in public school. We went on a retreat to Frost Valley. And so anyway, he brought out a bunch of snakes and lizards and things, and he had a big snapping turtle, and he said, he's more afraid of that snapping turtle than of the venomous snakes, because the venomous snakes, he can take antivenom. The thing is that antivenom is expensive, but he'll be okay. But if that turtle bites off his finger, he's not getting that finger back. So the thing is that venomous snakes don't want to bite you. Snapping turtles don't want to bite you. Nothing is really after you. The only thing that might ever be after you is a rabid mammal, because their disease messes with their brain. Most of the mammals also, they want to stay away from you also. Nothing really, or mama bear maybe, and even that, they don't want you, A turtle wants some fish, the snake wants some mice or chipmunks or whatever it can catch. So that's what I was thinking recently. I was like, we have a wood pile next to our house. I was like, I wish there would be some snakes in that wood pile, because they'd eat up all the mice. Because we in the winter, we always catch a lot of mice in our house, but we've been taking them out elsewhere. We have a live trap, and I was thinking I want to get maybe one of those live traps, put in one of the cemeteries in Queens, and catch a bunch of Italian wall lizards. Those things are beautiful, and I don't know if they'd survive this far north. They might, but if not, just have them as pets, because you're allowed to collect introduced or invasive species like that. So trying to figure out how to do it. So that's the story. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. And we'll see you all later, okay?